I don't know what's going on outside. Somebody's like using a chainsaw or a weed whacker or a leaf blower or something. Alright.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Oh yeah, I am ready to go to the Institute. What do you think, Hancock? You ready for this? Do I have anybody on my team, like in my group, who actually likes the Institute? There we go. Get my correct macros.
Shouldn't we test it first?
I wish.
Okay, I was not expecting that to
I'm
just
not ready yet.
glitch
Yeah, that's cool.
start. To start up and then not let me move and then
Sturgis.
automatically
Everything
select
looks good on my
option.
end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Alright,
Let's do this.
let's do it.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start
That's
scanning
it.
for an institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Just right
Whenever
here.
you're ready.
Just like
Okay.
this.
Hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam.
Ah, won't even let me
By
move.
the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to.
Why do you care?
Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds.
Maybe you should, give that to me before we get going.
Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration, okay?
Oh,
Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF.
I
And
feel like that's not true.
got it.
There's
Hold
actually
on
stuff
to
coming
your
out of it.
butt.
Oh, that's a bright light. That's lighting up my whole face. Molecular level. Complete the molecular level. Alright. View access log. Okay. Am I supposed to plug this thing into? It says to go here. What am I supposed to be doing? Okay, that's what I thought. Load holotape. There we go. Oh. Oh dear. Which one? Network scanner. Why do my eyes bother me today? Oh, that's fast. Okay, it doesn't play. Alright, now what can I steal over here? Oh, they don't care if I steal stuff. Cool. Thanks. See, this two's not mean. I can take whatever I want, they don't care.
Hello.
The heck? Why did the house just shake? Okay. Sure what that was all about. Or, oh. Okay. Thank you, Twitch, for telling me that I'm live.
You might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Substitute jumper. Okay.
Broken.
What do you mean broken? I doubt it's broken. What phone? Something that was the answer on why can I not move on the elevator? There you go.
I can only imagine what you've heard.
Why the health
What
shook.
you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Which way am I looking? Remember, it
Welcome
is a glass elevator, so there we go. Everywhere, I look everywhere.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground.
People tend to be scared of
There's
correct
too much at
science these
stake
days.
here to risk it all.
200 years from now,
As you've seen,
who knows?
things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait.
Oh, I'm just pulling my
You
eyelashes
are
out
here for a
because they're in
specific,
my eyeballs.
very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Oh, yeah. This is a kind of cramped elevator. Like, seriously, why now? It was fine until I started my live stream.
It's stuck. Shaun?
Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun.
Shaun?
Yep, this is how I want to look when I talk to my son.
It's really you.
Who are you?
Shaun.
Father, what's
It's
going on?
me.
What's happening?
I'm your dad. Shaun, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Shaun. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you.
Oh,
Go away.
these lines are,
Father!
eh.
Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Shaun, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father?
Not what I thought he was gonna
Father,
say.
help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Shaun. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating,
okay.
but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with
And
challenges.
that my kid's a robot?
Let's
Yeah,
start
sure.
anew.
It's a copy of it,
I am
I
Father.
think. I assume.
Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. I mean, I could. I could just pull out a gun and just shoot him 50 times in the head. That might kill him. I don't know how good his health is, so I don't know if shooting him 50 times in the head will actually kill him. But, you know,
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my
That sounds pretty
unofficial
rude.
title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Shaun.
God, All we're missing are the
Ha
teacups and the white rabbit.
ha.
Levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you
Wait,
to
you
realize
interrupted
that
yourself. Where's your subtitles?
situation is
What
far
just
more
happened?
complicated than you could have imagined.
Bring
You
back the
have
subtitles.
traveled
What
very
is
far
going on?
and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been. It's good to finally
He is
meet
interrupting himself.
you after all this time.
What? Okay.
It's me. I am Shaun. I am your son.
It's really you. Again. Anybody who says they're Sean, I'll believe them. Now, I know how because I did not wake up from cryostasis right after they did. Or he did. I don't know what gender he prefers. They prefers. I don't know what gender my son prefers. This is what, 2200.
Uh, are you following?
No, sorry, you blew my mind. Nah,
How is
gonna
that
do this
even
just
possible?
I
for the
know
explanation,
this is a lot to take in.
just
the
in case
vault,
I'm wrong.
you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the. But then
Stupid
you
old
learned
man.
that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10,
Why did I think it was 10
but
years?
60 years? That is the real. And
Enough.
here I am.
You know what? Yes, I am fine at this part. Welcome back. Haven't seen you here in a while. Rebecca Finch. We saw Kellogg's memories. In Kellogg's memories, Sean was 10, not 60. Kellogg is a human. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he wasn't a synth. I collected some robotic parts from him, but he was part human, part robot. So wouldn't he have been like? Because he looks like he was the same age, and it seemed like he was the same age in memories, in the later parts of the memories, as he was when we killed him. So I feel like this should be a lie right here, or somebody screwed up the timeline.
Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem
So
true.
so he could live forever. It's me.
But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking,
I mean,
fully
us humans
articulate,
are pretty
capable of
inefficient
anything.
with our body parts.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA.
Yeah, makes sense.
Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell.
Is
in the
that what
cosmos.
leveling up is?
I was
Mutations?
exactly what they needed.
I think that's what was in Fallout
And
3.
so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic
Feats or
organics
traits.
used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, Kellogg.
He worked for you?
Start with Kellogg.
He was an Institute asset long before. It wasn't until I became
Yeah,
director that I learned of all.
That question, he worked for you? Yes, I hired him when I was an infant to steal me. I was a genius since I was 3.
The things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth?
Fair,
At least
fair.
keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The
Or you
Institute
could have just killed him.
advantage of Kellogg's vicious
To
nature.
coursers.
I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and
There we go. Okay.
his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you
Baby Sean was crazy. Yeah.
to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say?
But Baby Sean
Please
hired
remind-
somebody to kidnap himself. So, when we thought Codsworth was taking care of Sean, no, they were really plotting this the whole time.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes.
I
What
technically
happened to
neither did
her
I.
was-
I saw like
I've gone
bits of
over
him
the
growing up
facts of the incident, of
from
course.
Kellogg's memory.
It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you.
Oh.
I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on.
Collateral
and live
damage.
my life. For many years.
Oh
I
yeah,
never
mom's just
questioned
collateral
who I
damage. Don't mind
was
her.
her. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more. But what matters
I am an old
now
man.
is that
I ask
you
what if
and
all the
I
time.
have a chance to begin again.
So I'm
What
only in my
else can
20s. I'm
I
already an
say?
old man.
To ease your mind.
Alright, Institute.
So you're in charge of the...
I am the acting director, yes.
Acting.
I spent decades working to reach this point.
So you could be overthrown.
It's a responsibility I take very seriously.
Heck is my hair doing?
The
Feels
Institute.
like it's moving on its own.
It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position.
Oh, okay. Figured as much.
I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has... Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, just
up.
give me... I know there's more for us to discuss. The
Right, I wanna know
Institute is
more.
on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach
I mean-
them. I've been a part of something amazing.
I mean, let's see, what's my intelligence at? I'm pretty much a genius, so I'm very charismatic genius. That's also pretty durable and pretty strong. Average strength, I guess. About a little higher than average durability. Yeah, I guess they could use me.
Here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you
Oh,
have an
geez.
opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, that's what I want.
I love science.
I know you've been through so much.
Hopefully they give me a free
I'm
Gauss
pleased to
rifle.
see it has not impaired
Probably
your
not, but I can
judgment.
hope.
Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is
Yeah,
much to be
kind
done.
of.
You'll
I do
need
want to
time
answer
to acclimate
about
yourself,
the
a
stealing
chance
people.
to become acquainted with our procedures.
Is all that really necessary?
For now, it is enough that you understand that the Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time. You want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr.
Fillmore.
Fillmore in facilities.
Like Fillmore
Dr.
Graves, the night
Ale in
zombie?
SRB. Dr. Holdren in bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee
Wow,
in
the hesitation.
advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them.
Right. Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
My son is older than I am.
It seems like a strange choice. On more than one level.
I can understand how it might seem that way. It is something. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact, but
Oh, you think I
I'll
want
admit
to?
I'm curious.
Okay.
As a parent looking for a child, do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
Okay, well, this is not simply a yes or no question to me. I mean, I love my computer when it behaves, uh, but that's not the same as loving a family member. Um, for a moment, I thought that symbol on the arm was like the
Are you following?
transgender symbol. I think that's the one I'm thinking of, where it has like combines the male symbol and female symbol and like one other symbol. I'm not sure what it is. Combines three of those together. Thought that's what that was. But I mean, if he had the same memories, kind of like how
This really is a
Nick
matter
has the
of
same memories.
importance.
A better example, in Agents of Shield, the TV show, there's things called what are they called? I just finished watching the show and I don't remember what they're called. Jeez.
I
But
hope you're
there's
not too
basically
overwhelmed.
humanoid robots that they can have people's basically entire conscious programmed into them, so they're basically the same person. I don't know. And there's that whole debate about what is a conscious. I'm just gonna
This
say I
is
don't know.
all. It's just too much. I just don't know anymore.
I understand. You've been through
All
quite
right,
a lot.
get some sleep.
I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but
Thanks for stopping by.
if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Anything
Sean,
else we can talk about?
this truly is a wonderful place, isn't it?
All right. Do I go behind you or do I go that way? I think I'll go behind you. Okay. Hello. Undamaged camera. What? 2 crystals. What else is in here? What? Where's the fan? And can I see it spin that fast, please? There's a lot of them. Moist. You can change the moistness, not the moisture, the moistness. Yep. And temperature. Actually, I'm curious what those ranges are. Let's see, Celsius to Fahrenheit. Right, so got 25 is 77 degrees is the minimum. Seriously? And you can change up to 87 degrees. Uh-huh. I guess this is a post-apocalyptic world where the outside is a lot warmer than It is currently probably because of all the nuclear radiation heating things up. So I assume nuclear radiation heats things up. Wonder if I said no, would they have started combat or? Thankfully, they don't mind if I hack their terminal. Once or twice. Time, not time. Okay. Fire.
Yes.
Kellogg, Conrad Kellogg, enhanced life expectancy. Kellogg's occasional presence continues to unnerve the others. At first, I thought they were merely intimidated by his confidence and arrogance, or perhaps even afraid of his general being. Kellogg is, after all, a killer. But as I've continued to witness their reactions, gauge their sidelong glances, I've detected something else, something I probably should have anticipated: jealousy. Kellogg is a living memorial to a forgotten program. He is an augmented human being, a cyborg reality, and the benefits he has received cannot be denied. If I end up not canceling my stream, speaking of augmented human beings, one of the games on my list, or series on my list, is Deus Ex. I've seen the games, but I haven't played them. I do have them though, and I really want to play them. They seem so much fun. Our artificial or what do we call that in computer science world? I think we call them artificial enhancements or cybernetic implants. Cybernetics, that's what we usually call it. Cybernetics. Cybernetics are fascinating. In real life, we don't really have much in that field at the moment. The best we have is like we have prosthetics and we have like people who've lost limbs, and we have like some people put LEDs under their skin. I learned about that one in a computer ethics course in college. Can't really implant memory into our heads, sadly, or increase our thinking speed. That'd be cool, though. Oh, and pacemakers, those are technically cybernetic, meant to keep your heart beating along. Which, I mean, I don't know the medical science behind that, but theoretically, if you were to die from like your heart just slowing down and not beating as fast, wouldn't that fix that issue? And then it would just be based on some other organ eventually dying out, I guess. I don't know. I don't know much medical science. I know a lot technology science. Anyways, but really, the scientists here could not care less about enhanced reflexes or greater combat efficiency. No, the cause of their envy is something more practical, more primal. His enhanced life. That's what I care about. Just how long will Kellogg live if he passes naturally? However unlikely that may be. It's hard to say. He's already more than 100 years old. Older, certainly, than any other human in the Commonwealth. Not true. Definitely not true. His complete physiology has been altered. The cabots are older. Perhaps he'll make it to 150, maybe even 200. Let the petty... Also, technically, SHAUN is older as well. Let the petty have their petty jealousies. Kellogg is a living testament to the ingenuity and superiority of the Institute, and I take no small pleasure in knowing that must irritate him to no end. I take pleasure knowing that irritates him. Synth output normal. Okay. Protection materials fully stocked. Okay. Synth project under quarterly review. Weapons diagnostics ongoing. So they can create a adult synth, just put some memories into them, and be like, all right, go out into the world, act like a human. There you go, have fun. And that's all fine and good. The child program is new. Can't they just do the same thing with child? versus them trying to like make new people that are just, I guess, since they're robots, they're always kids, but still. Um, Kind of reminds me of Sword Art Online Alkalization, which I still need to watch some more. Still only on season 1 of Alkalization. Um, but where instead of just programming AI and NPCs throwing them in the game, the AI um, starts as basically they put some AI kids in there, I think, babies. I don't remember how it started, but they put some AI in there along with some humans. The humans helped train the AI, but then the AI has kids, and then those kids are trained by the adult AI, and basically they act like humans because they're trained to be humans from the ground up. Fascinating idea, but good luck with the processing power for that in real life. Quantum computing for that, probably the only thing that can handle it at the moment. Even then, that might take a while. Even if you try to speed it up. Phase 3 behind schedule. Diagnostics ongoing. Okay. SRB, Director Zimmer still offline. Above ground operative terminated. Retention programs functional. Alright. Wait continues. AO can only confirm sightings outside Vault 11. 111. And again in Diamond City sometime later. What that means, I'm not sure. Will we actually meet? Was this all for nothing? No, not nothing. I will have learned valuable things about myself, my past. Either way. I cannot afford to let emotion get in the way. I must simply observe and record. Untold Kellogg has gone offline. Strangely, I find myself thinking of Dr. Walker. He had such high hopes for Kellogg, such faith in the implants and what they could mean. I still regret eliminating that project, but I know where it would have led us. Walker was never shy about his goals, and too many others were starting to listen. In the end, I believe I was justified. The Institute is about preserving humanity, not some bizarre amalgamation of biology and technology. Will we actually meet? Was this all for nothing? What would have been for nothing? What is he referring to there? Okay. So I can shut down a sentence with that. Interesting. We got over here, nothing? Alright. Is this where he sleeps? Okay, we went over here, right? Guess that's a shower. Interesting. Trash can right under the sink. Okay, interesting. Alright, bye, Dad. Son. Who's the dad? Who's the son? Is that my granddad? I don't know what's going on. Right, and from here, do I take the elevator again? Okay. Where are we dropping? Wait, are we going? Is this taking me back to the teleporter? Let's go down.
Busted.
Yeah, I can't go through there. Okay, going back down. Somebody from my high school wants to be friends on Facebook. What? Huh. surprised we're not already friends on Facebook. I think I'm friends with her sister on Facebook. I think that's her sister. Oh, so I had to go up to go back down? Really, game? Really?
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
wish you could have known Father as we have.
I mean, he's my son, so...
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%.
Exactly.
Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
Hi.
Hey, Doc.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look...
Oh?
I lose sleep, worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
How old are we talking about?
Well, the reactor and a lot of the related systems. You know, cooling, monitoring, power distribution.
That is horrible. Why
That's
have we
all
not upgraded
pre-war
that yet?
tech. Most of the superstructure down here was built later, by the people who survived the war. I guess each generation's been tinkering with the place, adding labs, making upgrades, and so on.
The reactor probably can't
But
handle all
there's
that
some
at
stuff
some
I
point.
need to check on. See you around, yeah?
Sure.
Dr.
Hey,
Thompson.
doctor.
Best part of my
Okay.
day is coming home to my girls.
So I can meet people out of order. I'll do it in order, screw it. Because it's not showing like multiple things on the quest. It's saying to go meet that one guy first, so I'll do it. So I don't glitch out the game, even though I'm kind of tempted to do so.
Almost done.
If that's a glitch, it's gonna be fun.
Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
Huh, I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
We don't usually welcome outsiders.
Also,
I hope
why
you
is
can
Sims
appreciate
attack me
your
on
good
sight?
fortune.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Can you stop walking if we're gonna talk?
Doctor.
They weren't kidding.
Thank you.
You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you?
Finding
I just
Shaun.
wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and as you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical.
Okay.
We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking.
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load. Take your time. Get
Oh,
yourself acquainted.
I already told him I am.
There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you.
I
If
thought you
there's
said I'd
anything
be able to
else
ask
you'd like
questions.
to know about the facilities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A little close up on my
Who built
face.
this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats
sound bad,
and
I'm sorry.
laboratories. It's a process that's still just think.
Wait,
Dr. Fillmore.
come back.
Hey, what do you need?
I thought I could. Okay, here we go.
This place originally.
Right.
Has it been here?
The construction of the Institute is the work of
Okay,
the
yep.
original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old
Okay,
common.
makes
Over
sense.
time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Allie.
Yeah,
What's
that'd be
on your
cool.
mind?
I think that that program though is phased out. That would let you be 100 years here from 100 years from now.
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced. We also make use of a number of synth units for low priority.
Dr. Fillmore.
Hey, what do you need?
And last one, power
It must be
needs.
a challenge to meet the power demand.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only... Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions.
Okay.
It's a good thing, too, because the demand... You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
A lot.
Greetings.
Hi.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection of arms, armor, and...
Let's see what you have.
Armor. Wait, is this where I get the good armor? Oh, ho, ho. Oh, this is where I get the synth armor. How much is that stuff? Oh, that's all expensive. That's not too bad. Currently better than what I have right now. I believe. 15, 16, and 17, 18, yeah. And I could probably increase that even more. Mine's not even legendary either. Definitely gonna buy that. Heck yes. 16, 19, increase. I don't care about actual plate refresh speed. More run speed, I guess. See, Mark III right arm. Oh, that one's fat's enhanced, so that's not much better. 23, 26. If I make that nanofilament, it'll probably be better. This is Mark III. I'd assume it's better. I spend all my money now, guys. Don't mind me. Increasing energy and damage resistance to lower your health. Or my chest piece. My current chest piece is 30, 48. I don't know. I actually don't know about that one. Actually, I'm curious if I can look up the stats so I don't waste my money. Mark III synth armor. Laminated material. I don't know if that is better or not. And almost 4,000 caps. Wow, that's a good deal. And there's that chest piece. Oh, Mark II chest piece. Well, this gives me a lot more resistance. It's like I will buy it just in case. Don't I have a special piece of armor? That one guy? Or I still need to buy it from that guy. Am I? I'm actually gonna look that up, see which of those are better. settlements. There's a list of shops. Yeah, screw it. I'll just take this stuff in case it is better. Goes half my money, but I think it's worth it. I hope it's worth it to get him upgraded.
I wouldn't be here if not for your
You know
son.
the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Doc.
Hey, aren't I supposed to talk to you too?
Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing.
Ah,
and
right,
provisions.
okay.
It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives a comfortable and productive life. You should know that many of us consider it a great
Outfit
honor to
seems
have
the
you here.
sleeves bother me.
Dr.
Can I ask you
Oberlin.
any questions,
People
or
on the surface have got it pretty bad. Makes me thankful for being down here.
I'm aware. I was on the
Nothing to
surface.
report, sir.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting
Report anything
package upgrades I
suspicious
asked
to
for.
the SRB.
Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
You're here. Glad you made it.
There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Excuse me, Doctor.
So,
Applicator.
here you are.
What?
Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the... Despite your relation to Father, you're a... I'm sure you understand. There won't be...
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider.
Just getting that
The first
experience right
outsider
there.
to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only... It's nothing personal. Now, Father has asked that I...
The way
provide
you
with
talk,
a
you
brief
make it sound
overview of the
a bit
Synth
personal.
Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is
I'll
the
take your word
recovery
for
of
it.
escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather
I don't
you
like
know
this
all
guy.
this, since you've encountered one. In fact, I'd very much like to know how...
Right. I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant.
Okay, so the secret is learning how to eat food to immediately heal my wounds, even shots through my skull, and just keep shooting it with guns. That's basically it.
I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run.
Sure.
Now, unless you need something
No,
else, I'll get back
he's
to work.
pretty tough to fight, I assure you.
If You're the acting head of the SRB.
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's
Or knows
supervising
it.
the retrieval of some of the more high-profile
There you go.
units.
Gotta fix
In
it.
his absence,
Maybe,
I keep
hopefully.
things running smoothly.
Hey, I'm not
Dr.
done
Ayo.
with you.
Yes, what do you need?
You mentioned that coursers undergo...
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous...
They don't think. They're just machines. And why do they have different personalities? This dude's stupid.
training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanics. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Justin,
What do you want? And please, make it quick.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original
And they have neural pathways.
In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time.
Makes it sound like it has a brain.
All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to...
Wait, hold
Dr.
on.
Ayo.
Yes,
I was tuning you
I'd
out
like to
at
know
that last
more
part.
about the synth.
Fine. Once we then, in those
Whatever.
cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no... All too
Okay.
often.
So it's not that part usually is not successful.
Hey.
You're a courser. Probably don't have any lines for me.
Pardon me, sir.
You no.
Hello?
No. Where'd that lady go? Ow.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
I forgot to mention this is also going to be a short live stream like Wednesday. Plan on achievement hunting Risk of Rain with my cousin tonight. Oh. Probably just going to do Institute stuff. Maybe go for about another 40 minutes to do the Institute meet and greet. Our new visitor. As you know, Father has granted full access to our new visitor from the surface. That includes the entirety of the SRB. While we must accommodate Father's wishes in this matter, we must also remain diligent. Refrain from discussing any sensitive information, especially the ongoing investigation involving the Gen 3 synths. You told me about that, Ayo. In an ideal world, the railroad will have had no influence on our new guests. We do not live in an ideal world, so they know about my communication with the railroad. I guess that's because I had to get help from either the railroad or the Railroad Steel to get the courser thing analyzed. Did not have Mintman as an option for that. So, if I went with the Mintman for that part of that quest, it probably would have said, and with no influence from the Mintman. Due to recent developments in our ongoing investigation into missing synths, I am adjusting our policy regarding discussion of this subject with personnel outside of SRB. In brief, details of the investigation are now classified and cannot be shared with anyone other than SRB personnel. And even then, such conversations can take place only here in SRB facilities. Those who are found to be in violation of this policy will face the strictest discipline. McDonough. Huh. It's not really that newspaper was not saying that McDonald was not a synth. It was just saying um, that he's just a horrible mayor. Mission seems unfeasible. M762 was specifically engineered to mimic the actual human McDonald. The actual human Ronald McDonald. As such, the unit's synthetic biology is that of someone overweight and grossly out of shape. A mem wipe would kill any physiological weakness attributed to self-perceived old age. But that body, lost cause. Ooh, okay. The real irony here is that M762, ancient M7, in one of its dispatches back to the Institute, requested a future posting in the Coursers, citing loyalty and years of service. And that request alone was evidence enough of self-awareness and independence to completely eliminate him from contention. Coursers can't have awareness or independence. Never mind the fact that he wouldn't even fit into the uniform. And make a bigger uniform. Termination. When and if M762's identity is eventually compromised, the unit is effectively decommissioned in field. No reclamation, no institute assistance, given its relative age and physical condition, not to mention the danger inherent to an infiltrated unit's discovery. Further lifespan estimated at 2 weeks maximum. Hate to break to you, but it's been more than 2 weeks. It has come to my attention that certain colleagues who are dissatisfied with our policies and procedures have, on more than one occasion, tried to circumvent our established process for registering their complaints with Father, and have tried to gain access to our secure facilities in order to complain in a more direct manner. Sure, I need not remind you that the SRB is off limits to all personnel not assigned to this division. Do not allow yourself to be browbeaten, cajoled, intimidated, or otherwise manipulated into allowing anyone who lacks the appropriate clearance to enter the SRB. Failure to uphold this mandate will result is severe discipline. Do I want to catch that, Bethesda? Monitor our power usage carefully. The division has needs that are unique among the various branches of the Institute. You can disclose that to Father. Pretty sure he has clearance for it. Take what you need. I won't accept limited power availability as an excuse for failing to meet those deadlines. I do not like this guy at all. Oh, there's more. Wait, what? Use radio, okay. Why do they still use caps down here anyway? So you think they use pre-war mine down here? Which I have a ton of. Wish I knew their actual names. Boston Airport, oof. Interesting. Because the Brotherhood does not like sense. Gabriel. I remember Gabriel. Now leads the Raider gang at liberty. I think I killed Gabriel. I remember getting any mechanical parts off him though. Leo. I don't remember Leo. Exchange for caps, these persons have in the past provided information on escape sightings and suspected railroad activity. Cricket. Tommy Longan. Oh, that guy. I don't remember Cricket. Oh, actually, I remember Cricket. He's a random, random store person wandering around. Trash can Carla, really? That mofo. Doc Weathers. Oh. AJ. I don't remember AJ. That wasn't the girl who I was not sympathizing, reminiscing with, was it? Borowski, don't remember Borowski. Lucas Miller, sounds familiar. Henry Cook. Ah, oh, Henry. Does that mean that they know about Nick? I should have brought Nick here. Thanks for the free cells.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
Yay! What will this one taste like? Is it more potatoes? Oh. The space trip.
At full capacity.
Potatoes are easy to grow, and there's a lot of different ways you can eat them. So it's a good object to grow in space or on other planets.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start.
All systems nominal.
The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
Are you just gonna stare at me, man?
There.
Don't.
All done. You
Okay.
can return to your duties, and remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist
Excuse
were
me.
it not for
Once
him.
you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file.
Step at a time, Doc. I'm
Oh,
only just getting
okay.
my bearings.
I meant it when I said that. How about you take some time to get comfortable? In the meantime, we'll do that checkup. Take care.
Oh, I'm good to do it now.
Dr. Volkert, can you see to my injuries?
Let's see what's wrong with you. I have to admit, the third-generation synths are really something. I've got just the thing.
Wait. What? Free heals? I'm not even injured at all.
Good thing you didn't turn to one of those Commonwealth butchers for medical care. There's a stock of medical supplies over in requisitions if you need more.
Remember,
Okay.
health and happiness go hand in hand.
Personal notes. Last batch of food from hydroponics shows increased vitamin D content. Should help with the deficiencies I'm seeing lately. First degree burns. Side power relay if out first disengaging. Abdominal distress. Patient ingested lubricant from robotics division on a day. If you're going to do a dare, if somebody's going to dare you do something, think about it before you do it, for the love of God, for the love of your own health and safety. Okay, wrist sprain, right hand. Patient declined to say how injury occurred, only indicated it was related to using a... Alright, so the first hint was patient declined to say how injury occurred. The second hint was using a terminal. How did you sprain it, though? Jeez. How's that called spraining it? The only time I've sprained my wrist was, I think it's the only time I sprained my wrist was, local, oh my god, local water park. So, I wear water shoes, when I'm not, like, at a family member's pool. If I'm at, like, a public place or at beach, I wear water shoes. And, you know, water shoes have those, like, little, like, jeez, my nose itches. Those little things on the bottom that help give you traction, kind of like cleats do on soccer shoes. And so they help provide traction. And for some reason, at some water parks, some of the people who tell you when it's okay to go down a slide will be like, "Gotta take your shoes off," and other people at the same water park won't care. I don't know if it's a rule at the park. I don't know if it's just their preference. I don't know. But at one of the slides, they told me to take my shoes off. They're like yeah, just leave them up here. We'll throw them down the slide when you get down there. The other people had me go back up and grab them. So I went down the slide. It's one of those big tall ones that has like a really steep slope and then goes shooting out at the end. It's kind of fun. My first time going on one of those at that park. And I got off, and for some reason, the ground there was especially slippery. Like it's especially smooth, and then that plus the water from people getting out there, and then that in addition to me being used to traction from my water shoes and now not having that extra traction, I was not prepared for it. But I didn't slip at first. I was there waiting for them to throw my shoes down, and they just like held my shoes and like taunting me. I'm like what the heck? And I started walking, and the first step I took fell down, landed. I think I fell backwards, and I used my hands to catch myself. Ended up spraining. I don't remember if it was my left wrist or my right wrist. Both of my wrists got pretty scraped up though. One of them got scraped worse than the other one. The one that didn't get sprained got scraped worse. I still remember like I didn't feel the pain from the scrape until like I mean it hurt, but not the scrape, the sprain, the pain from the sprain. I think I said sprain from the scrape. The pain from the sprain, I didn't feel until like later when we were waiting in line for something else. I'm like okay, after this ride, I think I'm done because, ow. Yeah, that's my story. Dislocate shoulder, malfunction of sense, handshake gesture applied with extreme force. Shoulder reset and pain medication dispensed. Plant trauma to upper torso. Bev lab redacted. Huh? Using insurance breath redacted. Okay.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hey, Fillmore. Hey. No less than 7 blatant violations of Institute protocol. The degree to which people appear to ignore the rules which have been put in place to keep us all safe is incredibly disappointing. Madison insists that I continue the testing battery of the child synth, despite my reservations about the project as a whole. If this were any other situation, I would not have second thoughts about going straight up to the director. But given the circumstances, I shall simply wait it out. Okay. Did not mean to take that out, and I don't know how to holster it.
Well, that was productive.
The kid synth thing. Oh, felt that one on my shoulder. Evan, who's Evan? Sounds familiar.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem
Anybody here,
distracted.
Doc?
I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
Ah, I understand. I actually really do understand.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here.
Sorry, didn't mean to throw that. I thought that might vaporize me, but it does not. Cool. I was hoping it would not. Despite my seemingly apparent attempt to get vaporized right there.
This is day 8 of trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting.
Actually, I kind of hoping it was. That would have been cool.
After this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Shaun. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be
I don't think it's
too far.
really realistic at all.
It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that
All he ever says is, "Father, help me. What should I do?"
If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Can't sleep in your bed, but I can take your stuff. Okay, fine. Let's see how it is. I can't use that terminal either.
Doctor?
Huh.
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't
Don't worry. I promise I won't get...
Thank you, I do appreciate it. Oh, before I forget, I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Awesome.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement.
I
In
mean,
case
I
the
have another
significance
way,
is
but
lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should
oh, then
demonstrate the
since
amount of trust Father has placed in
or
you. Now,
coursers.
unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem...
Yes, things are... I'm sorry, I don't socialize much.
I understand
Dr. Lee.
completely.
Tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists.
Uh-huh.
I tend to focus on work too much. But at the same time, I have ADHD and I tend to socialize a lot, even though I'm an introvert. Who's also shy. Again, hard to believe I'm here showing my face, live streaming to people. It's easy to believe when you realize that I have like almost no viewers, majority of the time. Here's a plan, guys. Take all of their stim packs that they randomly have throughout the area, so they won't be able to heal when you attack the base. All right, that's a strategy. I've looked it up. Not really, but yeah, it's foolproof. Come on, just think about it. They don't have any first aid kits anymore. But yeah, when people actually get to know me though, and sometimes it can be hard to get me to shut up because my ADHD. If you don't know me, then I'll just sit there awkwardly like, yep, okay, all right.
Dr. Lee.
But it's like one-on-one conversation, that is. In groups, I'm easily interrupted. If you're just in general. But in groups of people I don't know, I just like sit back and I'm like, just gonna listen and observe.
Hello.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your
Big
new
groups in
appointment in
general.
stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the
What is
above-ground
Phase
efforts
3?
are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
They do? I don't know this.
I hope you and Father try to make up the time you've lost. Family is important.
Why, thank you.
Yes?
Am I able to talk to you?
Yes?
Nope. You said I can, but I can't. I asked you if I could talk to you. You said yes, but the answer is no. All I can do is cough at you, and then you just question my cough while saying that you can talk. That's so cool. Maybe if we put less power into that little swirl going on with the elevator, we could have more power for maybe, I don't know, another terminal. I mean, it looks cool, sure.
True food supplement
Dim
77 has been
the lights a bit.
That is correct. Remember
That
to
was my
practice good
favorite one.
sanitation habits at
Can't we
all
keep it
times.
a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
That's the machine's fault, man. Alright, we got beef, ham, chicken,
Good morning.
bacon.
Would you care for some pre-processed nutritional supplements?
Sure. Lettuce, spinach, broccoli, fruit. We got, wait, peanuts, fat? What? I didn't know that. Butter, ice cream, and grease. Oh, I love those last three.
What have you got?
I can offer a range of nutritious and great tasting. Food Supplement 7 is very popular for its spicy flavor. In food supplement.
I'll take a
Sure.
look. Sure.
Institute bottled water. Oh, that's expensive. Institute food packet. Cool. Alright, Bioscience Division. Here we go. Oh, geez. This is actually going by really fast. Or really slow? Really slow. Time's going fast.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing.
Why don't you just
Young
give
Molly
them
must be close to
lettuce?
10 years old by now.
It's remarkable that any
Wait,
child
Warwick?
can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. And those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering.
Why are you
At
telling
least
me?
admit that it's regrettable.
I
After
didn't
all,
do it.
How can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well, I suppose you're right.
It's great to have you here.
Most men lack the patience to observe and document plant growth.
Doctor. Welcome. So
Very
good
true.
to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing.
I am one of those men who lacks
It's truly
patience.
amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies
genetics,
such as
medicine.
botany, genetics,
Botany's-
and medicine. Our
I
most
mean,
important
botany's cool.
directive
Not
is to
well, my
ensure the health and
big
well-being
interest, though.
of everyone in the institute.
Interesting.
To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of
Nonetheless.
flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably
Oh,
saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet
I
project at
did
this
not.
point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is.
Uh-huh.
I wonder what happens if I just keep telling them, nah, I don't think I will.
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a...
Even if science isn't your passion,
Oh, science is
there
my
are
passion.
plenty of ways to... Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface.
Wouldn't that be
to
cool
observe
if
and
I could
gather
play a
information.
Fallout game from
what I've
perspective
heard,
of scientists?
You are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that. In any case,
Future
I imagine
science
you'll
tech
want to
stuff.
continue
Ooh,
looking around.
that'd be fun.
Or if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Institutionalized. Achievement unlocked.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments.
Oh?
Clayton. Anything I can help you with?
Tell me more about
Hey,
those
Lola.
synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures
I've
can
seen gorillas
become
before.
suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Wow.
Dr.
Fair
Holdren.
enough, fair enough.
Good to see you again. Did you need something?
I like this
You
guy so
mentioned
far.
medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce
The
yourself to
weapons
Dr.
person
Dean
was
Volker. He's
alright.
our top biologist and also serves as the institute's
Kind of neutral
resident physician.
about her.
Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary.
Really?
You won't find better medical care anywhere.
What?
What was
Something
that
I
question?
can do for you?
Oh,
I'm
okay,
good for
okay.
now. Thanks.
Take care then.
Tone it down, pal.
Okay. Yeah, let me look through a set of lenses so I can type on a keyboard. Yep, that's totally.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing
Oh.
promising results. Please don't get any
What's the
germs on me.
point, though? Rude. What do you even? Why are there a bunch of keyboards without screens?
Liam's been trying to teach me robotics.
I hear we're about to get
More
a new
complicated
food
than I thought.
supplement.
Hey there.
Rosalind is as smart as she is beautiful. I just wish I could
You,
get her to
you need
notice
help
me.
with that? I guess not. Okay.
Director Holdren seems very taken with you.
He does, yeah. I mean, I guess I am from the outside from 200 years ago. I was chance to study
If it isn't our
somebody
visitor from the past,
genetics from 200 years
some
ago.
time ago, we
Well, same with
covertly
Sean, though, I
replaced
guess.
the family patriarch at Warwick Homestead with a synth. He's been field testing a variety of
Who?
genetically modified
Where?
seeds
What?
that I created. Take this packet of seeds to the Roger Warwick synth. Be careful with these. They represent years of genetic manipulation and enhancement. Hopefully you can manage such a simple task. Seeds for what? A melon plant that will, if my calculations are correct, be able to grow even in heavily irradiated soil.
Probably.
The fruit it bears will be perfectly healthy and edible. Now listen closely, because this next part is vital. When Roger asks how your trip was, tell him some blood bugs chased you halfway across the Commonwealth. That code phrase will identify you as an agent of the Institute. Also, you must be discreet. Do nothing to draw attention to yourself or raise suspicion.
And if your synth has been compromised?
Then you'll have to improvise. Now hurry on to Warwick Homestead so we can begin the experiment.
I should probably go ahead and do that now, because otherwise I'll forget the passphrase. Over there. Oh, jeez. I've not been over there yet. Alright, I guess I'll go deliver those seeds, and then I think I will end the stream after that. I haven't gotten any combat in tonight. It's just fine. I'm going to be doing plenty of combat after stream. Okay. Let's go ahead and get riflemen. Should use your bat up there, Nick. Not Nick. Hancock.
Let me know what I can carry.
Thanks, but I'm good.
Know yourself pretty well, brother.
Pretty sure I've been in here before. Don't know why there's more loot here, but I guess I'll take it. Uh-huh. You want to die, huh?
I see you now.
Man, you move around a lot, don't you? Oh, okay. There you go. Wait, you're still alive?
Well,
there we go.
I guess you could call that.
Alright, I'm gonna move on. This quest done. To the east. Well, that's a lot of ammo. Curious, does that actually... okay. So it is above 1,000? Alright. Not sure if it just accidentally, glitched and got rid of my ammo because I had too much and they didn't count for that. Okay, moving on. Ah, highly irradiate soil. I see.
Sorry, pal.
I say I hear ghouls. Hold up. Okay. You are Cricket. Hi. You.
Didn't run into too much trouble coming out here, I hope.
Oh, it just says use code phrase. Okay.
Some blood bugs chased me halfway across the Commonwealth, but I made it.
Yeah, those things can be pretty territorial. Glad they didn't catch you. Since you traveled all this way, how about a quick tour? Right this way, if you please. I'll show you what we've been up to here at the Warwick Homestead.
Oh, okay. I'll do that next time around. Hope everyone enjoyed watching. This is the end of tonight's live stream. May or may not stream some more this weekend. I might be pretty busy tomorrow, going out for lunch with family. Then I have a video meeting with some old friends of mine from my NASA internship a few years ago. We're gonna catch up since we haven't chatted in a while, especially as a group. Might be able to stream on Sunday though. But hope everyone enjoyed, and if I don't stream, enjoy the rest of your weekend, enjoy the rest of your night.